Hey, it's Raven Tactical here. It's been a while since I've done a video. Life has got incredibly crazy in the last while. It's pretty intense. A couple things going on, I guess. We're realizing the first 100 days of presidency has been rough. A lot of changes are coming. A lot of changes have happened. We're in an era at this point where I'm going to safely say that whole cyber warfare has now become a reality. Your companies and countries, or I should say your companies, are going to be held ransom. And you've seen it with the pipeline. Now you're seeing it with the food industry, a food plant. And this is it. Your company's done. There's nothing you can do about it at this point. So, and the government themselves, they're not really assisting. So, I mean, it was yesterday a food plant. We had the same kind of style of attack where it shut them down. Well, what's happening? The logistics of this world are happening. And that's what's kind of scary if you think about it. We are seeing things on a scale that probably haven't had in a long time. We're seeing logistics shortages. We're seeing fuel prices rise to $6 a gallon on the coastal cities. Right now in the Midwest, we're kind of hovering okay, just the way it's all right. But going to Walmart and going to your stores, you're seeing shortages. You're seeing shortages on the food. I mean, it's not Soviet era Russia shortages, but you are seeing them. You're also seeing a shortage of workers. I mean, you pay people to want to sit at home. What are you surprised, right? You're giving all this extra money. A local area around here at a Culver's restaurant, which is a Culver's is like a little bit of nicer Burger King, is paying $16 an hour to desperately get kids to work. Desperately to get people to come in. $16 an hour. I mean, before I had my career job, I never even saw that kind of money at all. I mean, I saw like $15 an hour, after being there for a while. But $16 an hour starting is insane. So, I mean, you're seeing these companies try to save themselves. And I feel bad for small business. Like, you can't survive anymore. You can't survive on what they're doing. You can't survive on anything. How are you going to make it? I mean, let's just face it. I think it's designed this way. You're seeing things too where the slow decline. I mean, I guess if you were to take a look at Venezuela, it was probably the same thing 10, 15 years ago. You started seeing logistical issues. People can't keep up. The trucks aren't rolling as much right now because we had 2 bad years of food production. You're going to get hit hard with wheat. And what did everybody do? They sold it to China. So now China bought up all the remaining wheat. So you're going to face wheat shortages. Well, wheat's in everything. So wheat's going to control the prices on food. Food inflation is going to spike. I mean, it's a lot of things right now that you're going to be seeing. And it's unfortunate in my opinion. And it's kind of sucks. I look at it from a perspective of, we all hoped, well, I shouldn't say we hoped, but in the prepping mindset, it's always been in the books and always this. It's this one moment in life where the EMP hits and you're suddenly thrown into this event and then all the rules are thrown out the book because now you're in total chaos. Well, it's not. This is the reality that Rawls pretty much wrote. Rawls wrote this in probably the Bible of all prepping books, Patriots, right? He wrote The Financial Collapse. He wrote a book about a slow decline, a financial collapse, and what to do. Most of that book featured them around their house, doing mundane stuff like gardening, Overwatch, and preparedness things and roadblocks and kind of things like that. This was their day-to-day habits. It wasn't this every day they woke up and had a battle kind of thing. But this is what it's rolling into. There's going to come a point where you're not going to get supplies for the trucks. Our country is very fragile in that aspect. I mean, everything was just-in-time inventory and just-in-time, basically everything, from food to everything else. So you throw any sort of cog into it and you're going to wind up having a complete jam. I mean, look at the fuel shortage on the East Coast when they happened. That was it. And people do panic. I used to believe people are 3 meals away from anarchy. I believe it's 3 minutes. 3 minutes. 3 minutes from bad news to anarchy. Because you hear that the fuel shortage is going to happen. Well, what does everybody do? Well, besides filling bags full of gas, but the smart man fills some gas cans up. The smarter man would have already had them filled, but the smart man goes and gets some fuel cans filled. Hey, maybe not everybody's into prepping, right? So do I get upset with the guy filling his cans? No. Do I get a little scared that a guy's filling a shopping bag or 2 shopping bags? Yeah, that's a little nuts. However, don't be upset about it. I mean, the people that are mad are preppers going, oh, I can't believe people are going and doing this and filling up. That's not right. I mean, you did it, just not during a shortage. I mean, this guy still has to go to work. This guy still has to run his business. I mean, think about it that way. I don't complain that people want to fill up. So, I don't know. I look at it from that perspective. Things that I would recommend, I still recommend that you don't pull your 401k out. I don't recommend tanking everything just to get out of everything. I don't recommend that. There's a chance that all this and nothing happens, right? There's a chance that this is just another cycle of bad. I mean, if you look at it, the history of things, the Great Depression, the country still came around. However, I don't think we're in that position. But I'm not going to tell you to panic and empty your 401k and turn it into gold. Well, the other reason is that it's really hard to get gold. It's really hard to find silver, too. It's really hard to find lead. So, I mean, if you are behind the ball on this side of prepping, it is going to be expensive and it's going to be a struggle. I could sort of find ammunition, and I sort of can't. Unless you got hookups, it's tough. It's out there, but it's tough. Do I think ammunition's going to come around? Maybe. But not with the current ATF. And that's another thing. With them pushing for this ATF agency, having Chapman as their leader, you're not going to see ammunition prices come down. I don't even know about reloading. So, I mean, you have all these issues that are going to go. So, with that, I'm going to sit there and tell you that the couple things that you should be doing right now are training, getting together with your group, whether it's you're just getting together to shoot and talk, that's fine. Get together, express yourself, your concerns, have dialogue. You're not all going to think about the same thing, right? One person might be more extreme in an area than another, and that's fine. That's what makes your group work. Having a little bit of diversity in your group, of a mindset, and having critical thinking is key. So yeah, spend some time with your group. Spend some time. If it's shooting and you know ammunition's very critical, plink a little bit. Get some. If you have plenty of 22, use 22s. Go out in 22. Go out and target shoot. If you need to do hiking's free. In most places, hiking is free or very cheap. You go to a park and go hiking. It's good exercise. Do I think you're going to be bugging out and going in places? No, but do something as a group. Do something where you go together. Maybe you even go to a place like a flea market and you observe the population and you use that as a way to train yourselves of how getting through a crowd, getting through there. Things you did, things you observed, dangers, potential issues. So, with that, this is Raven Tactical signing off. Excuse me. Have a great day. Enjoy yourselves. This is going to be posting after Memorial Day, but remember the fallen. Please share, subscribe, and like. We are nearing 1,000 subscribers. We are just under 200 to go. And if you can do that, that'd be great. Thank you.